What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another episode. I'm SwipaCam. Welcome to my channel. Y'all, look, we are almost 150 subscribers away from 1,000 subscribers in just over 1 month of having this channel. Y'all, let's continue to hit that subscribe button, hit the logo. Let's continue to build it together. My international subscribers, I want to say thank you. Domestic subscribers, thank you. This is your platform. Let's continue to do this, man. We building our own little special community here. If you want more Denver Nuggets content, Denver Broncos content, NBA, NFL, hit the subscribe button. So, I just got done watching the Denver Nuggets playing against the Cleveland Cavaliers on February 10, 2021, and the Denver Nuggets blew out the Cleveland Cavaliers 133-95. And my first initial thoughts are, thank the Lord. We finally got a win. Everybody's healthy. We finally got a win. And did you see RJ Hampton catch an absolute body in transition? Have you not read? Have you not heard? Have you not seen that RJ Hampton is a full court monster, transition monster? Why would you jump? I don't know what Osman was thinking. I don't know if he hadn't Googled, hadn't researched, hadn't done any investigative work. But RJ Hampton absolutely let him know who he was. That kid was a problem coming out of high school because of transition buckets. He was a problem when he was playing overseas because of transition buckets. And you jumped with them? Oh! That was the perfect play for tonight. Did y'all see Zeke Nnaji? Y'all, that was a Zeke Nnaji sighting. He played not just crunch time, not just into the game, but actually important minutes. Not the fourth quarter, in the second quarter. Y'all, Zeke Nnaji tonight had 4 threes. 4 of them. He was 4 or 6 from the three-point line. What? Wow. Yo, look, in the preseason, I was hyped for Zeke Nnaji because dude is 6'11", big body, athletic, switchable, can shoot, rebound, run. I'm like, oh, man, this sounds like a great prospective player. Again, if you've been a part of this channel, I've been telling, we need a power forward like Jaren Jackson. But if you're going to give me a prototype for what Jaren Jackson looks like and what he could be, Zeke Nnaji. 6'11", and the dude's form is legit. He is an actual shooter. So the fact that he hit 4 3-pointers, 4 of them, think about how that would change the game. Not only is that going to stretch the court, but what that's going to do defensively for the Nuggets if Zeke can continue to develop into a player. If RJ Hampton continues to develop into a player. RJ Hampton tonight, I'll talk about the starters in a minute. Let's talk about the young guns. RJ Hampton tonight, 9 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 4 or 7 from the field, 1 or 2 from the three-point line was a +6, 19 minutes. Zeke Nnaji, 14 points, 1 rebound, 5 or 7 from the field, 4 or 6 from the three-point line, and he was a +10. Facu Campazzo, 5 points, 3 assists, 2 of 6, 1 of 4, +5. But Facu was moving. Y'all, in that second quarter when Facu was in the game, he had a block shot on the corner three-pointer, but he was flying across the court. He looked every bit like the European player of the decade. He looked every bit like the European player of the decade tonight. He played really well. I'm really glad that Facu got a chance to step in. He was healthy, played really well, gave some key, valuable minutes for the Denver Nuggets tonight. JaMychal Green off the bench, 8 points, 6 rebounds, 4 or 7 from the field. He was 0-3 from the three-point line, but he was a +13. Monte Morris, murdering today. 12 points, 1 rebound, 4 assists, 2 of 5 from the three-point line, 4 of 9 from the field, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, +18 in 20 minutes. Murder. Now, let's just get to the starters, man. Now, I thought that Nikola Jokic, this was going to be his 24th straight game with a double-double, but I looked into the box score. Apparently, in the LA Lakers game, they only gave him 9 rebounds and not 10. So, that means Jokic on the season only has 23 double-doubles out of 24 games, which is crazy, but it is what it is, man. Jokic tonight, 30 minutes, 12 points, 6 rebounds, 12 assists, 5 of 7 from the field, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, and a dominant +32. What kind of player do you know? What kind of superstar do you know? What kind of league MVP do you know of who can only shoot the ball 7 times, make 5 of those shots, and then on top of that have 12 points with 12 assists at the center position? Dominated the game. Dominated Andre Drummond. Dominated Jared Allen. Just dominated. Unstoppable. Again, this goes to show you why Jokic is so amazing this year. The dude is averaging well over 27 points a game, well over almost 12 rebounds a game, and 8.5 assists a game, but he can give you 12 points and then 12 assists like it's nothing. That's the thing that separates him from Joel Embiid and other big men. He can change the game just passing the ball. It was amazing tonight. Michael Porter Jr., welcome back, sir. Welcome back, Michael Porter Jr. 28 minutes, 19 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 6 of 10 from the field, 4 of 7 from the three-point line, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, plus 28. Welcome back, Michael Porter Jr. Welcome back, sir. Hey, real Nuggets fans believe in you. And we already knew that he was slumping as a shooter, but hey, man, shooters shoot. Eventually, it's going to pick right back up. Michael Porter Jr. played a good, unselfish basketball game. Let the game come to him. Played ball. He had 2 blocks and 2 steals tonight. Michael Porter Jr. with an all-around game with 19 points. Let's go, sir. Let's absolutely go, Michael Porter Jr. Will Barton started the game off really well. 27 minutes, 16 points, 2 rebounds, 7 of 10, 2 of 3 from the three-point line, and then a plus 29 tonight. Paul Millsap. Happy birthday, Paul Millsap. Mr. 36 looking like he was 26 tonight. Paul Millsap, 27 minutes, 22 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 7 of 8 from the field, 2 of 3 from the three-point line, 6 of 7 from the free throw line, and a plus 22. And then Jamal Murray. Only 8 points, but only took 6 shots, 3 of 6 from the field. 8 points, 4 rebounds, 4 of 6. Didn't shoot a three-pointer, but he was a plus 24. Plus 24 with a steal and only 2 turnovers tonight. Monte Morris, by the way, no turnovers. Wow. This is the kind of game you need. I believe that the Cleveland Cavaliers have won 9 of their last 14, that's not bad at all. The Cleveland Cavaliers come in tonight. Andre Drummond, Jared Allen trying to slow Nikola Jokic. Jokic said, all right, man, I'm going to hit these cutters. Bow, bow. I'm going to hit these cutters all night. Play well. This is the kind of game that the Nuggets needed. They needed this game. This was a great way to get your energy back. This is what you do when you play against bad teams. Or let's not say, the Cavaliers aren't a bad team, but this is what you do when you play against inferior teams. In theory, the Nuggets are still an elite team. They're not at the top of that elite list. They're not with the Lakers or with the Clippers right now. You can put Utah on that list if you want to, but I believe in the 7-game series, the Nuggets to this day are still going to beat the Utah Jazz because they don't have anything for Jokic, and Jamal Murray is going to be Jamal Murray. Michael Porter Jr. continue to grow into his lane, plus the bench, plus if Gary Harris is healthy, Donovan Mitchell isn't going off. So they're not top of the top, but they're still an elite basketball team when they play together, when they play well. Now, the thing is, and we talked about this last video, they currently don't have another all-star, all-NBA player next to Jokic, and that's a problem. Because typically in the NBA, if you only have one player that's an all-NBA player, MVP candidate, MVP-level player, and no one else is an all-star, that's not a good mix for success. It's just not. So right now, the Nuggets can play against the Cleveland Cavaliers and have a great game, and Jamal Murray not play well because the team's going to play well. But again, tonight, Michael Porter Jr. was really efficient. But Michael Porter Jr. probably is just not ready. Well, he clearly isn't ready just to be a second star on a championship-winning team yet. So you can't expect Michael Porter Jr. at age 22 to be able to put up 25 points a game, 8 rebounds a game, 3 assists a game. Not yet. All the ability to, but he just doesn't have the wherewithal, the know-how to do it yet. But he's coming along. And this is the thing, man. Jokic, and again, let's address this too, because again, this is in the comment sections on Twitter. Jokic likes MPJ. He's always spoken well of MPJ. He's always been confident of MPJ. Jokic just comes from playing in the Adriatic League, where he was playing pro basketball since he was a teenager. So he knows how to play team basketball. He knows what it takes to win at every level, essentially. Whereas MPJ, he's just been the number one player in his class, number one player in high school. Kevin Durant comp ever since he was a kid, but he's never had to play around a player like Jokic, who is literally a dominant force because of how unselfish he is. So learning how to play with somebody who is not just different, but there's even a language barrier because Jokic he speaks Serbian, his first language. So he speaks English. But again, there's a lot of stuff in there, cultural barriers, everything. So he's trying to learn and he's coming along. And Jokic is being patient with him. Jokic likes him. Jokic loves Jamal Murray, but Jamal's been hurt. So there's a lot of things that are attributing to the fact that the Nuggets right now are 13-11. And it's not because of Jokic. It's just because the rest of the team is coming along and they're getting healthy and they're still hurt. Gary Harris, PJ Dozier, and then Greg Winnington. That's just what it is right now. So the Nuggets, they're on the uptick. They're trying to figure it out. Remember, the Nuggets started the season off 1-4. They started the season off 1-4. And now they're 13-11. So, again, it's not pretty. It's not what we thought it would be, but it's better than what it was when we first started. It's better than what it was when we first started. So, essentially, they started off 1-4. I mean, that means the Nuggets, so what's that, 7 losses? So, essentially, man, the Nuggets are 12-7 since they started off really bad, which isn't terrible, but that's way better than what they were doing to start the season off. And on top of that, MPJ misses 10 games in that time frame. And Gary Harris has been hurt as well. So there's a lot of attributing factors to why the record is not better, but it's going to get better. It continues to get better. So, game notes. First quarter, the Nuggets won 34-17. Will Barton was playing well. Jamal Murray was playing well. Jokic was playing well. They started the game 7 of 7. MPJ was playing unselfish. He was passing the ball, distributing the ball. It was very unselfish. The ball was moving all over the place. Zeke Nnaji got in the game, and I think he hit a three-pointer. Or he just made an appearance. Zeke Nnaji came in the game and played well. Millsap, 36 years old. Jokic got his 12th dunk of the year. Looking like all the superstar that he is. Go ahead, Jokic. Second quarter, the bench came in, balling. RJ Hampton, man, if he gets that jump shot going and learns how to dribble, he's going to be a problem. RJ Hampton, man, hit a 3. JaVale McGee, man, he had a great pass, a great wraparound pass. In the second quarter today, that wasn't bad at all. Looking like Jokic, you can tell him watching Jokic film. Man, Zeke Nnaji, man, was playing well. He was moving, playing defense. Facu was flying everywhere. RJ was just burning in the open court. Monte Morris was hitting everything in the second quarter. And again, Jokic was making crazy passes, man. It was just a great, great first half. The Nuggets went in to halftime up 64-43. Which is a 21-point cushion. And you all know that third quarter, man, the Nuggets are a bottom 3 team in the third quarter efficiency, third quarter net rating. So we needed as much of a cushion as we can get against every team, basically. So the third quarter starts. I'm like, all right, let's see what they got. When they were up 25 against the Miami Heat, they only went up 8 into the fourth quarter. So what are the Nuggets going to do now? Nuggets played well, very well. They started the game off. Jokic hit Millsap, swoosh. Joker, MPJ had 2 straight three-pointers, basically. The ball movement was crazy. MPJ was cutting. Porter was getting to the basket. Joker had 13 assists by the time the third quarter ended, or 12 assists. Yeah, Jokic had 12 assists by the time the third quarter ended. Again, at the end of the third quarter, Jokic had his 23rd double-double of the year. Barton was a plus 29. Millsap was a plus 22. Jokic was a plus 32. Porter was a plus 28. Jamal Murray was a plus 24 in 3 quarters against a decent Cleveland Cavaliers team. And the Denver Nuggets closed out that third quarter up 100-66. The Nuggets were up 100 points to 66 points. Dominant. Exactly what they were supposed to do. And then when we get in the fourth quarter, Zeke Nnaji had 3 3-pointers. Facu Campazzo had a 3-pointer. Zeke was just out here just doing everything. A bang out. Zeke Nnaji banged on somebody today. And then RJ Hampton, man, just had the dunk of the year for the Denver Nuggets. I'm talking about just dribbling the ball. I just said, bro, if he gets off, Osman, please don't go up. Please don't go up. But he did anyway. And he definitely got bodied. RJ Hampton, man. It was just a great game. By the time the fourth quarter was in, Marcus Howard was in, RJ Hampton, Zeke Nnaji, Bol, Facu Campazzo, Isaiah Hartenstein. All the young guns were in, and all the starters got a chance to rest. Again, 30 minutes for Jokic, 28 minutes for Michael Porter Jr., 27 minutes for Will Barton, 27 minutes for Paul Millsap, 25 minutes for Jamal Murray, 20 minutes for Monte Morris. That's what you need against inferior teams. Give the bench some run. Let them learn how to play NBA basketball. Give your best players rest. That's a success. That's a success. 133-95. The next game, the Denver Nuggets up next have OKC, who is 10-13. They played OKC on Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern. So this is going to be a great game. This is another chance to get a very, very winnable win. And then they have on Sunday against the LA Lakers. Payback. Let's go. Anyway, y'all, that's going to do it for this video. Hit that subscribe button. RJ Hampton, bringing bodies to the party. Hit the subscribe button. I'm SwipaCam. I will see you on Friday. We out. I'll see you soon.